I kind of just bit the bullet and read one of my poems. That's a massive thing for me too, because I like social anxiety, so I was stressed. But it just goes to show how much support there is in the room, where I'm like, I can do this. I feel comfortable to share this with everyone here.
Today, we're heading into the book boutique to chat with Caitlin and hear a little bit more about the Budding Poets Society Club and their monthly poetry nights.
My name's Caitlin. I've been doing the poetry nights. I think I've only been to 2 in the last few months, but I love it. So I'm definitely going to be coming more often.
What happens? What goes on?
It's a really fantastic group of people, and the ladies that own this book boutique host this event that happens once a month. Basically, you show up, you get a complimentary drink, and for the first portion of it, you just meet everyone. There's so many different kinds of people, so you get to learn about people first, which is really nice. Before then, you can share something that's personal, like poetry. But yeah, my experience coming here, everyone's really welcoming and so nice. And if you want to, you don't have to, but you can share a poem. It doesn't even have to be one that you've written. Otherwise, you can just sit there and listen to everyone else's poetry.
How did you first hear about it?
Through a friend. That's how I heard about it. I didn't even know it was a thing until this year. And I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone and come along and just see what it was like. I really liked it. And yeah, my friend and I have been coming back the last couple of months.
How did you feel on the first night when you came, when you walked in?
It was so welcoming. It felt like if you went to your auntie's house. That's how it felt. And like all your family was there, like all your cousins and stuff. Everyone was just mingling and talking and having a good time. And then, yeah, it was nice to hear people's poetry and different kinds of poetry as well, and different perspectives. Yeah, it was really good. And then it wasn't until the second time I came back, I just bit the bullet and read one of my poems.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a massive thing for me too, because I have social anxiety, so I was stressed. But it goes to show how much support there is in the room, where I'm like, I can do this. I feel comfortable to share this with everyone here, and there's no judgment. So that was a big thing, but I did it and I can't wait to come back and do it again.
It's amazing. How did you feel right after you shared?
Oh my God, I was trembling still because I just don't talk in public. And I think it was one of our biggest nights. I think there was 30, 40 people here.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more people here than I was expecting. And I'm like, oh no, of course I picked this night. But there was a sense of relief after I did it. And then after that, I felt really good about it. And then I had a couple people come up to me afterwards saying that they really loved my poem. So that's such a nice encouragement. I loved it. It's kind of like an adrenaline rush, and I just want to do it again.
Before you came, were you looking for more opportunities to connect with people?
For me personally, and probably a lot of people at the moment, I feel like we spend so much time on social media, on our phones, and too much time, I think, and less time in person with people.
Yeah.
And so I really just wanted to try and fill my time during the day with interacting with others. I feel like that's the best way to learn things. That's the best way to network, best way to make friends and stuff like that. And it's especially at a time like my age. I'm in my late 20s. So high school friends and stuff like that are long gone. So it's really hard to make new friends. So yeah, it was pretty much to make connections. And it's also to make friends with people that you wouldn't typically be friends with.
So we've been talking a lot about community. What does community mean to you?
Because of my job that I'm in, aged care, I think the sense of community has changed a lot generationally, and it's nice to talk to the elderly community and hear about the stories that they had. They would go to dances and stuff, and I feel like it was such a rich community atmosphere. So yeah, I'm such an old soul. I would love to go back to that era, but I feel like we're kind of reverting back to that old way again.
Yeah.
For me, I think a sense of community is so important for our mental health, to seek connections with other people and for just our personal growth.
So you mentioned community being important for mental health. How do you feel being involved in the poetry nights affects your well-being and mental health?
There's so many different effects that it has on you when you attend stuff like that and other social gatherings, and it really makes you feel seen and acknowledged and appreciated. And you get to talk to other people and feel like you make an impact on their life just as much as they make an impact on your life as well.
Yeah. Do you feel like being involved in this sort of group affects your day-to-day, your work?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's exercising a muscle. And like for me, who struggles with anxiety and stuff, I throw myself into the deep end and go to these social gatherings where I don't know anyone or like I don't know a lot of people. And I use that as a learning tool for my everyday life. Then I can go and do stuff that I would normally be nervous about and have a little bit more courage to do it. Because I'm like, I've done this on the weekend, so I can surely like call somewhere or go to a new place or whatever on a Monday. So yeah.
What has been one of the most rewarding parts of attending these nights that you found so far?
For me, it was just getting up in front of everyone and like doing like public speaking and sharing my poem. And then to find that people actually really liked it. Yeah, that was really rewarding for me. And so it's driven me to keep going back and like expressing myself in that way creatively.
Do you feel like being part of this group has increased your sense of connection to people?
Yeah, definitely. Even if like I wasn't into like poetry per se, I have met people with similar interests in the group, not necessarily related to poetry or anything like that.
Yeah.
And we've become friends and I've made connections outside of that. And we do other things, other activities and talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like if it's not necessarily like your thing, there's going to be someone there that has a shared interest that you can share with them. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you so much for having me.